O'Reily Auto Parts. Ow! Oh gosh, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you enjoyed that intro, there's no reference. We're not sponsored, by the way, for this video. There was a clear low-hanging fruit joke to make, so I just decided to make that joke with O'Reily Auto Parts. It would be nice if they sponsored, but you know, we don't make money yet on this channel. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starring Oreily the Sneasler. Today, before we begin, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's get in for your Sunday team builder, shall we? So, Sneasler, Hisuian Sneasel evolves into Sneasler. It's essentially a faster Weavile, like 130, 120. Let's see where Weavile ends up here. Weavile is here. So 125, 120. 120, 130, so it's slower but hits harder. So, and of course no defenses, because it's anything of the Sneasel line has no defense but hits very hard. So Oreily is our team captain, and the tactic when it was first released, and it's a common set, so common knowledge by now, is Tera flying, acrobatics, sword stance with white herb. Or another item of sorts. So we faced a Sneasler in the past that had like a psychic seed, grassy seed, right? So you can always use the seeds to help proc the Unburden. But with this type of Sneasler, we want a Tera flying, hopefully on a ground type, and dodge a EQ. We can set up a sword dance and then hit very hard with a +2 close combat coming off a base 130. Right? We're running adamant for the maximum amount of attacking prowess, and then we'll just hit really hard with a close combat and destroy everything. Dire Claw is our main poison stab, where of course you can be like, why not Gunk Shot? Or why not Gunk Shot? And simply because I want to use the signature move, and it has 50% chance to sleep, poison, or paralyze. So it's like kind of a guarantee we're going to get a status, more or less, because there's 50% chance for all of those. And then Acrobatics is our main flying stab, so Acrobatics doubles in power without an item. So 55 times 2 is a 110, and then 110 Tera flying boosted with sword dance hits just underneath close combat. So it's 10 power less. So with this general moveset, it's meant to sweep and just do a lot of damage if we need to, right? And we're gonna probably use Oreily in the late game, kind of like how we did with like Koraidon or Flutter Mane. Well, not really, I shouldn't say, but like more maybe King Gambit, like in our Gita set. Like we save it for the end because we want to sweep at the end, right? So that's what we're gonna do here. Making a return is Apis the Tinglu. Tinglu did really well last time it was here, always countering a Flutter Mane. So we're running the same exact spread with Tera Poison, Stealth Rock, Ruination, Earthquake, Whirlwind to phase things out, get rocks on the field, and just do a lot of damage with that Ruination there. Max Badef, so it's going to be our special wall. It can take hits, it's a base 125 defense, but we want to run Max Badef, so it's purely our special defensive wall. If we can phase things and damage things before we send in Sneasler, that's perfectly fine. HARDOX also makes a return as our defensive wall, running Stealth Rock, Dare Ball, Body Press, Iron Defense, the Iron Press. HARDOX sets that we always been running with Bronzong. Purely defensive, can set up rocks with tons of hazard setting potential here. And of course we can Iron Defense, Body Press. You've seen that last time when, what set was that? I can't remember what set that was, but yeah, Bronzong did really well that one time. So hoping for the same success as well. Making a debut is Dangler the Klefki, running dual screen, Thunderwave, and Dazzling Gleam. Probably will be the lead 9 times out of 10. If not, it will be either Apis or Bronzong. But 9 times out of 10, it will be Dangler. Dangler is running dual screen, Thunderwave, Dazzling Gleam, as I said. So the key is to set up screens, similar how we did with like Dragapult and Alolan Ninetales. What else? Maybe Serena even, right? Set up screens or even late game screens. Spread status with Thunder Waves and get off Dazzling Gleams on any dark types, so we won't be blocked by any like Shift Trees, Weaviles, etc. Right? We can get our screens up, Dazzling Gleam, get rid of dark types, and then go from there. Right? So Dangler is meant to be a disruptor, and you know Klefki is really good. I mean, it was OU in Gen 6, it's NU now. How the mighty have fallen, but still does its same general annoying thing. Right? There's no hazards. Like we could have ran Spikes instead of Thunder Wave, right? But we're choosing status over more hazards, right? Because we're going to have a defogger, and it kind of is counterintuitive to have like 3 hazard setters, and we can spread something else instead. Our special attacker, designated special attacker for this set is Shinon. I can't pronounce that name. It's based off of a few SAO fans out there. Sora Online, the sniper girl. Yeah, it's our sniper scope lens Kingdra set with focus energy, dragon pulse, hydro pump, and ice beam because water ice coverage is near perfect coverage, and fairy type Tera just to be defensive against other dragon types, right? So what does this set do? So focus energy. So critical hit ratios, when you increase it, increases by 2. Or increases rather by 3 instead of like your usual +1, +2, +3. When you do like Swords Dance, right, it goes up to +6. Critical hits only go up to 3. So focus energy increases it by 2. Scope lens increases it by 1. So in theory, it's about a 99% chance we're going to be hitting critical hits every time. In addition, a sniper, so you get crit damage plus sniper damage. So sniper increases critical hit damage by 1.5, and it just destroys everything. So we ignore damage buffs and screens and whatnot. We're just hitting very hard every single time. If what's a good example? If man, what's a mon that can wall Kingdra quite well? I mean, what do you want to say? Blissey, right? Blissey's gonna take additional damage with the dragon pulses or the hydro pumps, right? So Blissey's a notorious special wall. Of course, we'll send in Oreily, but then if we ever face a Blissey, a special wall, right, they're going to take a lot of damage, more damage than what you would normally see. So that's what Kingdra is here for. Literally here to take aim and fire. It'll probably be in the mid game we'll put in Kingdra. We want to set up that focus energy when we can. So basically, we force a switch out. If a dragon type comes in Tera Fairy, focus energy up and fire away. Rounding out our team is Uwu, Becky, Becky, the Cramorant making a return in Scarlet and Violet. Great to see a Gen 8 mon here. Mostly a meme, but I mean, it is water ice coverage. Here's Cramorant stats, by the way. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. 85 speed. It's our designated hazard remover. We have Defog, Roost, Surf, and Ice Beam because, you know, water ice coverage again is near perfect coverage. Surf works with Goat Missile. So what Goat Missile does, basically, when we're at about, I think it's like over half our HP. If we use Surf, we're going to have an Arrokuda in our mouth, right? And when we take a hit, the Arrokuda will fire, and the attacker will take 25% damage, right? If it's an Arrokuda, it'll get a -1 defense drop. If we're under half, or halfway and half HP and under, and we use Surf, we'll have a Pikachu. And Pikachu, when it's fired, the attack will take 25% damage, and then they'll get paralyzed. So it's another way of spreading status and doing extra chip damage on anything that really wants to come in. So if you can imagine, Koraidon, for example, uses Flare Blitz, right? And we take a big hit, and then we have Arrokuda, we'll get a defense drop, or we'll get a speed drop, right, with the paralysis. So it's a great way to spread status and be a disruptor. That's why I describe it more as a disruptor, right? And Surf and Ice Beam, I mean, Surf plus that 25% boost in damage, or 25% auto damage, I guess, if you want to call it that, it hits really hard, and then you'll end up like kind of breaking down walls really quickly. Of course, we could use this on walls like Toxicroak and Skarmory. So in a way, Cramorant's not really walled by anything just because of Goat Missile. Of course, I mean, we are still susceptible to getting toxic and whatever, so as long as the opponent doesn't hit us, we're kind of fine. We see Cramorant in a prior set as a lead. We didn't really see it do too much to us, so hopefully we can get a Cramorant showcase as well. You know, even though it's not going to survive long, hopefully we can showcase off what Cramorant can do. And here's the team builder in all its glory, the Oreily team builder. As you can see here, oh, it's not on colors, or is it on color mode? Oh, it is. Okay, I guess so. So yeah, the key will be to send out Dangler first. 9 times out of 10, right? If we have a better lead with Bronzong or Apis, we'll send those out. The key is to set up hazards and chip away at the opponent's team. Then get Klefki in if it isn't the lead. Get Klefki in, set up screens, get off Thunder Waves. If we can find an opening and we have hazards on our side, before we send Oreily or Shinon in, we'll send in Cramorant, Defog, allow it to surf and spread more status that way, then go down. Then when the time is right, we'll send in Shinon to punch holes in teams. Or if we want to go for the sweep early, we go for Oreily and start Swords Dancing, Tera Flying, and just do a bunch of damage that way. So that's the team. It's a very hyper offensive team this time around. Not our 4 walls, 2 attackers type of thing. It's quite offensive. We can do a lot of damage really quickly. So hopefully this team does well. I have high hopes for this team. Sneasler is a threat. Last time we've seen a Sneasler was in NCPL. I think it was against... It was our last battle in season. It was our last battle in like the preliminary matches, right? It was our win and you're in scenario and Gastrodon wall to hit. So Sneasler, you know, I mean, it can do a lot of damage, but it can be stopped. So that's why we have a lot of things here supporting the Sneasler, right? But yeah, thank you guys for watching, all the support. Check the timestamps and link down below if you want the team builder. I should be advertising that and whatnot. But yeah, check down below. You can try out the team for yourself and see how we do this week. Hope you have a great Sunday, and I'll see you this week in the battles. But until then, bye-bye for now.